This is the Semi-Pro Football League. Feel the passion, feel the vibe. Leveraging football to transform life. St. Lucia Semi-Pro Football League. Let's go! One shot to create your greatness. It's your time to make your name. It's more than just a way of life. This is more than just a game. This is one more reason why we unite with each other. So here comes one more season. This is football to unite the world. When we come alive, we just excite the world. Celebrate emotions and ignite the world. Let's make sure everybody knows it's the Semi-Pro League and this is what we love. Let's go! Oh, 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 this is what we love. Oh, 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 this is what we love. Let's play. Oh, 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 this is what we love. This is a beautiful game and this is what we love. St. Lucia Semi-Pro Football League. Leveraging football to transform lives.
Get ready because the Semi-Professional Football League playoffs are here. Feel the rush, live the intensity, and catch all the action as 8 district leagues face off for glory. Is happening under the lights of the Dennery playing field from 6:30 p.m. Saturday, October 19th, first qualifier. In Tier 2, South Castries takes on CLERY. In Tier 1, Castries Central battles Grosole. On Sunday 20th, the Eliminator. In Tier 2, Roseau clashes with Beaufort. In Tier 1, Dennery squares off against CLERY. The road to championship continues on October 23rd, and it all culminates with the epic finale on October 26th. Tickets are just $20 or grab a weekend pass for $30. Don't miss your chance to witness history at the first ever SPFL Championships.
Yes, he's round the last defender, under his right foot. Oh, it's a goal!
show respect to the players, officials, and fellow spectators throughout the match. Please keep the aisles clear and refrain from standing in prohibited areas during the game. We hope you enjoy today's match and thank you for your support. Let's have a great game. This is the semi-pro football league.
Of course, we're back with you at the DENNERY playing field. This time for Tier 1 action in the dreaded Eliminator.
Yes, of course. A dreaded Eliminator, it is for true. One will regress and one will advance.
Coming into this contest, CLERY was the one of the favored teams coming into this contest under the watchful eye of Coach Zane Pierre.
Very much so.
But of course, DENNERY always a formidable opponent, and they proved very stingy in the group stages, only conceding 3 goals.
Yeah, very much so.
2 of them coming to Central Castries at the Philip Marsler grounds, and of course the other one a penalty right here on this ground in their home patch.
Yeah. We see in the defense of DENNERY. Some very good ball there. Looking for Andres Remy. He's bringing this one across.
Offside there. Of course, this CLERY team featuring Yuan Buju de Gazon, moving central main, a very prolific young forward, and Andres Remy, no stranger to St. Lucian's,
Yeah,
national player.
So. Yeah, very much so.
Plays his football for B1FC.
In the middle of the park there is the number 21 for DENNERY. It looks to me CLERY there on the far side. Ball is back to the keeper.
Devon Zenpri back in goal for CLERY. Of course, a couple of games he was deputized by Ray DeMille, but he's back in goal. Zenpri, of course, a former national goalkeeper himself. We have 2 national goalkeepers on show here. Anton Joseph in Richard,
yeah,
in goal for DENNERY.
Emmanuel Stanislas here with the throw for DENNERY. Is found his man Gavin Reggie, and he was muscled there by T. Pry, receiving from again, and this one was pushed into touch there from the number 17, that's Emmanuel Stanislas from DENNERY. Corner to be taken there by the number 8 of CLERY, that's Josh Harrow. You could see in the picture there, Coach Zane-Pierre was clearly shown. It was a throw-in, more like a throw-in to me. Momentarily, I thought it was a corner.
Dennery themselves would be missing a couple of key players, the likes of Riedel Stanislas.
Yeah, very much so.
The likes of Josh Hunt, young Josh Hunt, who scored a stunning goal.
It was a cracker.
A contender for goal of the season right there on this patch.
Well, I don't think he's in St. Lucia to receive his prize. I
He's
think
off to school.
Yes.
Just 18 years old. Just
Yeah.
recently graduated from the Leonis Comprehensive Secondary School.
Yeah.
And of course, a lineage of Hunt in the footballing circles.
Yeah, very true.
Relative to Sabatas Hunt.
Myron Hunt. I think Myron Hunt is his father.
Sabatas would be with the senior national team right now as the trainer, physio.
Yeah, very much so.
A former national player himself.
Yeah.
Hiram Hunt, also with the assistant coach of the senior women's team.
Yeah, very much so. A dangerous ball there from Jimmy Pierre, but posing no threat whatsoever.
This Dennery outfit, they don't score loads of goals, but they're a very gritty team. They're probably the most aggressive team off the ball that we've seen in the semi-pro football league. Of course, the boys from CLERY, a little neater in possession, like to possess the ball and string passes around.
And there you see Degazo, quite comforted there. He's just displacing the pass there to Emmanuel Stanislas from Dennery. And I think he was looking for Jamie there, and Jamie was brought down to the surface. The whistle of Renly Napoleon just went, spotting the infringement.
Of course, Yannick Noel also featuring for CLERY. Just made his senior debut for the senior men's national team.
Yeah, very much so. Well collected there by the keeper. That's Sempre.
This is not a game where I expect to see the keepers make many mistakes. As a matter of fact, both of these keepers very adept with the use of their feet.
Very much so.
As a matter of fact, I believe the nickname for Anton Richard around these parts is Onana.
Manchester United keeper. It's all eventful there and all happening in the final third of CLERY's goal.
Well, Dennery is all pace, all power. We'll be looking for the likes of Jamie Prosper operating off the flank. Very prolific goal scorer in the Dennery League.
Very robust in stature also. Very strong man.
Very much so. Very pacey. Like you said, very powerful player. Of course, Andres Tiprai Remy, also in a long line of footballing history. His father is the original Satan. We know his older brother Ben.
Yeah.
who we call Satan, but that's his dad is the original Satan.
Yeah, the original Sata. Josh Howard with the throw. Oh, finding his man there. He tried to. I was moving St. Romain.
Correct.
Trying to dink this one over the head of the defender there.
Moving St. Romain down in the number 10, a very prolific young striker at the youth level, pretty much dominating SLFA competition, schools competition, top scorer in the Castries senior men's competition and the Castries youth tournament as well, under 18 tournament. If my memory serves me correctly, in the last calendar year he scored over 50 goals in just over 30 odd games at youth and senior level, so one to look forward to.
Ball just landed on our roof. Yeah, no mistake about it there. Emmanuel Stanislas with a throw to MacGyver Raymond. Dennery is building from the defensive third. MacGyver was looking for the number 11 Jimmy, but was well met again. Dennery still keeping possession of the ball. It's Gavin Reggie finding his man, squares it wide. Ball is back into the defensive third of Dennery.
Of course, Dennery team marshaled by head coach Hassan Sajju Singh. He's a former national under 16 head coach all the way back in 1994.
Oh, has been there for a while though.
He's been around for quite some time.
The ball is being played aerially there for the moment, and Dennery is trying to take control there on the far side. Some good inroads there from the player. You see Gavin Reggie and his compatriots doing it very nice on the surface area for Dennery. Jimmy Prosper looking for his man. Defensive third of CLERY is doing some very good work. Gavin Reggie trying to find his man again. No problems for the defense of CLERY. This ball has been mislobbed there by the keeper, and he had to scramble back to his goal. Luckily that Kennedy Polius went backtracking.
I think they call that the commentator's curse. You just speak about how talented he is with his feet, and
Yeah.
then, as we say in our local palace, he soufs the ball. An air shot.
Yeah. Jimmy Prosper was well blocked there on the far side. A throw in there to Dennery. Just couldn't control this one. Relinquishing the attack to CLERY. Looking very neat is CLERY there. We just heard the whistle of Renly Napoleon in the middle.
Of course, Anton Richard would have learned his trade in college in the US, graduating with a bachelor's degree in sports management. He's currently an educator. He's a teacher.
This has a lot to say.
Very talented young man indeed. Very articulate.
A lovely touch of the ball to Stanislas. Is found Jamie. Again, Jamie was looking for Gavin Reggie. Well executed shot, but being dealt with in the defensive third of CLERY. Dennery again looking for inroads into the final third, but to no avail. Clearance there by Marshall for Dennery.
A
Ball coming
wicked ball
across.
whipped in there and got a head onto it. The defender for CLERY got in the way, and Devon Tenpri mopping up at the back.
T-Pry.
You would think that CLERY would need to settle this game down just a little bit and get the ball playing along the ground, because if it remains at this frenetic pace, you'd think they're playing into the hands of this Dennery outfit.
Yeah, because this is the home of Dennery. They know about the ground. They know about the trajectory of the wind and how it blows. So they may have a home advantage. Likewise, the crowd is their 13th man. So Dennery has a home advantage. CLERY in the middle of the park with T-Pry. T-Pry was trying to thread this one forward there for the striker, but to no avail. Some good ball there being played by Dennery. Shaquille William finding his man. Again, William is trying to dance on the far side. Some fit movement. There's a play on the overlap. Clearance there from the defensive third of CLERY.
CLERY taking a slightly similar approach to Vayforce South, with both Mervyn Saint-Romain and Yannick Noel featuring in the match. It's normally one for the other, or one or the other.
Yeah, very true. Very true indeed.
Mervyn though can play off the striker as a number 10 or on either flank. So, but indeed they've ensured that they have enough goal threat up front with the likes of Yuan Degazor and
Andres Remy. Yeah, very much, and very well said also. The threat of Degazor and Remy should be considered by the defensive field of Dennery.
Of course, Degazor very adept at the dead ball and very tricky left foot.
Some snapshots also. The whistle of the man in the middle went, and you see the number 9 from Dennery, Gavin Reggie, looks very furious because he had the ball in his possession. He must have been saying that the referee should have played on.
Advantage, yeah.
Yeah, the advantage. Dennery is using the channels very good. Likewise, CLERY. The match is even Stevens at this moment. MacGyver Raymond goes to Kenvy Polius. Kenvy is looking for his man. Again, finding him. Some good ball. Some good passage of play there by Dennery. He's trying to dance around his man there and doing it quite smartly, but losing the ball in the process.
And there goes Mervyn Saint-Romain. Scooper there in the end. Looks like he was barreling down on goal, and now Andres Remy with the ball at his feet. Very tricky winger. Very offensive minded. He'll get you quite a few goals.
Yeah, very much so. Reminiscing of the hat trick when he came back from Tor. And this ball was repelled off Javel Fauché from Dennery. Corner there to CLERY to be taken by Johan Boujou de Gazon, whipping this one across very dangerously.
Very dangerously.
We witnessed a goal scored like that, hitting the pole and entering into the Old Onion bag. And it looks to be like de Gazon is not happy at all.
Whipping that one in with his right foot. Very much a two-footed player.
Kenvy Polius on the far side, and he's misplaced this passer. Oh my God! What a goal! Boujou!
Fortuitous, if you want to call it that.
This one just...
I'm wondering if this will be deemed as an own goal. I'm not sure. That ball seemed to have ricocheted off of one of the Dennery players and just looped over Anton Richard in the goal there. He was slightly off his line, not expecting that that sort of deflection.
CLERY taking the lead there. 1-0.
Let's wait for the official word as to who the goal scorer is.
Was it off a Dennery player?
It appeared to me that the ball
Ricocheted off a Dennery
looped
player.
off of a Dennery player over Anton Richard and just under the crossbar, just nestling into the back of the net. Dennery will be disappointed as they may feel that the contest had nothing in it thus far.
Andres Remy is trying to dance around Kenvi Pulius. Kenvi trying to be the better man. Kenvi finding Newton Marshall. He's on the far side. Finding Gavin Reggie. A wonderful ball there again. Dennery's in control of the ball game. Some mopping up there on the far side. In the channels there. Dennery trying to make inroads into the final third of CLERY's goal after conceding there.
Not sure there, but I think I heard Darren Joseph as the central defender for CLERY. I'm not sure if that's accurate.
Yeah, Darren Joseph, the number 14.
Newton Marshall, it's deemed as an own goal.
Own goal.
That's kind of what I thought would have been in the final analysis, because that wasn't really a shot on goal. From what I saw, it's ball just ricocheted off of the Dennery player and looped over Anton Richard in the goal. Very unfortunate scenario for Dennery, and then they're pegged back there as we see a moving central main brought down.
Yeah, I think he had a collision there with Newton Marshall, the one who scored the own goal.
You know, that can be sort of cruel for a footballer as well, because I mean, Newton Marshall would have known nothing about that. That ball just ricocheted off of him.
Absolutely nothing.
And
the keeper tried his best also. Just
Anton Richard, well over 6 foot in the Dennery goal, of course.
the ball just spurred over his fingers after the brilliant effort.
Surprisingly, Juan Degas has left this one. A decent attempt, but well over the crossbar.
Lyndon Constantine there. I think the keeper had a touch onto this one. There you see it again, Lyndon Constantine, that is, blazing this one over the transversal with a tip over from Anton Richard.
Not all Lindens.
Yeah,
are the Linden.
Juan Degas with the corner on the far side.
This time if it's
whipping across, oh my God! Header from Andras Remy. It looks to me clutching his head.
CLERY now look to be in the ascendancy, and we did say that Dennery is not a team that generally scores loads of goals. They will need to find 2 goals to get out of this contest, at least 1 to keep their season alive, but 2 to outright win the match.
Very much so.
They would be looking for ways to make inroads against this CLERY team, who, if they leave themselves too open at the back, going in search of that goal, may just get punished again.
Yeah, very much so. Kenvi looking for his man. It's quite comforted there.
Nifty footwork there by
Ball coming across.
Leclerc. Another opportunity by Leclerc there.
It's going to be
Looks like,
carded for diving.
That's right. I'd like to see the replay of that. Is it Daniel there receiving that yellow card for simulation, I believe, the number 5 for Leclerc?
Yeah, number 5 is...
or Donny Lionel.
Donny Lionel is number 5 for Leclerc. He was looking for a penalty there in the process. But he was caught diving in an area with no water. Heads go up there on the far side for Leclerc. Dennery in control of the ball by Jimmy, losing possession again. Kenvi Polius trying to find his man. Buju Degazon skips one. Oh, some good ball there. Andres Remy again, lifting this one gently, bringing this ball across, and
it actually was Asa Daniel, the number 12 for Leclerc, receiving that yellow card for simulation.
You see wonderful ball again there from T Prime meeting the head of Ronham J. Cooper. Trying to find his man. He was held in the process. Number 15 for Dennery, Shaquille William. Ball over the head of the player on the far side there. It looks to me like the number 9, Gavin Reggie for Dennery. Is pointing to some directions here. Through in there on the far side for Leclerc. Not controlled properly there in the midfield region for Leclerc. And of course this ball has sailed over the transversal. Anton Richard blazing this one high and hard. Heads go up for Leclerc in defense.
Of course, Leclerc marshaled by the watchful eye of Coach Zane Pierre, former St. Lucia national team captain.
And he's originally from Dennery, yeah.
Originally from Dennery. Would have played in Trinidad for W Connection and would have played in Italy with Genoa FC.
Yeah,
so,
very true.
Well traveled, knows the game, and has had a successful stint as coach with this Leclerc outfit. At one point in time, they had not tasted defeat for almost 2 whole seasons under Coach Zane Pierre. Not the case in this inaugural Semi-Pro Football League.
It's a different vibe here tonight. And of course, throughout the tournament. The man in the middle sporting an infringement there.
Of course, just as anticipated, the crowd is built up nicely at the Dennery playing field. Lots of people against the crowd control barrier trying to get a closer look at the action.
Very much so.
Of course, the newly built covered stands, well lit as well, along with the bleachers housing several other patrons. Very decent and appreciative crowd here at the Dennery playing field.
Yeah,
a new field in Newfield, Dennery.
Very much so. Well said. We just witnessed a long ball there from Kenvi Polius into the path of Gavin Reggie. He was trying to dance across there in the half space, making no inroads into the goal. Throw in there to Dennery on the far side.
Throw in.
The clearance there.
Dealt with by CLERY.
And Anton Richard is way off his goal line. Is
In the sweeper keeper role.
yeah.
Very good with the ball at his feet, as we indicated.
Newton back to the keeper. Clearance there from the keeper.
That one belted out of play there by Anton Richard. Still a little frustrated, I think, from the concession of that goal. There was nothing he could really do about it. It wasn't a scenario where he was out of position or anything of the sort. It was just an unfortunate ricochet off of his player that ended up in the back of his net. And but of course, any good goalkeeper does not like to concede.
Very much so.
Strikers score goals and goalkeepers keep clean sheets.
Well, they try to keep clean sheet. We just saw Gavin Reggie there on the far end, muscling this one out. A CLERY player putting this ball into touch there for throw-in to CLERY. Well met there. Jimmy Prosper is trying to dance around his man. Again, looking for Patrick Ephraim.
Very powerful runner there, but stopped in his tracks by the CLERY defender. I'm trying to make out who that is laying on the ground there.
He looks in some kind of discomfort there. Is it Josh Harrow? It looks to me like Josh Harrow there.
I think that's Donnie Lionel, the number 5 for CLERY, if I'm not mistaken.
We're in the 30th minute of our eliminator. CLERY going up in the first half against Dennery. Own goal being scored there by Newton Marshall of Dennery. You're not missing any action there. We're just witnessing some attention being paid to the player on the surface area. It looks to me like
Looks like it's Josh Harrow.
Josh Harrow, the number 8.
Yeah, the number 8, yeah.
A throw in there to Dennery.
Long throw in as well.
Towering heads there in defense. Gavin Reggie is trying to protect this ball. The whistle of Renly Napoleon went.
Of course, laying in wait for the winner of this contest is a Grosley team. They would be disappointed after taking a 2-goal lead against Central Castries last night. That contest going to the penalty shootout.
Yeah. Very much so.
Where Aaron Daniel, who was just recently called up to the senior national team squad, is would have come up trumps for Central Castries in that encounter.
Yeah. There was a bump ball there between Anthony Joseph and the player there for CLERY. Some good movement there on the ball from the defensive foot of Dennery. Free in there for CLERY, and again asking the question, and the whistle is in the favor of CLERY.
CLERY have some very tricky players in the forward ranks. Players with very nifty footwork.
Yeah, very much so.
And that may just work nicely for them with the aggression that the Dennery players display.
The Gazon is in behind this one.
Roped in
Oh
there.
my God! And it's whistle offside.
I would love to see this one again, and the camera angle that we get in there does not show the offside.
It looks to be like
That looked
Cooper.
pretty close to me. You know.
Cooper was whistled off. MacGyver is tackled there by Ron Ham, J. Cooper. Looking in some kind of comfort. MacGyver Raymond for Dennery. Needing some attention from the physio, Riot James. And let me remind you that you watching a game in Tier 1 between CLERY and DENNERY. They're vying for the Premiership Cup. We just witnessed a game earlier on in the Super League where Viewfort got the better of Roseau Valley. Dennery keeping possession of the ball.
We've actually seen two pretty good contests. Well, thus far this has been a pretty good contest, and we saw another very good contest between Roseau and Vieux-Fort South. Vieux-Fort South coming out on top in that encounter, 2-0.
Yeah.
But it was a fight.
Yeah. Of course, Roseau Valley did put up a fight till the end. But Vieux-Fort South had a better team on the night.
Unfortunately, Stefan Valte was withdrawn in that game due to injury.
Yeah.
Roy sustained a groin injury prior to the game. Tried to play through it, but was not meant to be, and they go back to the drawing board until next season.
Yeah.
Remaining in Tier 2.
And remember, Roseau Valley was always on top of the table together with Ancillary during the prelims.
Correct. Well, Vieux-Fort South did beat them in the regular season, so they would have been confident that they could have done the double. As we see that ball floated in there.
And no problem there for Anton Richard. Trusting Kenvy Polius in defense. Kenvy is calling for help. Jamie looking for his man on the far side. Heads go up, towering in defense for CLERY. Dennery still in control of the ball game. And a lofty pass there on the far side. And Shaquille William just couldn't get onto the end of this one.
I think he kind of misjudged the flight and trajectory of the ball, because
hands on waist there.
he was going after it and just sort of held up a little bit, and then figured he could still get to it, and by that time it had trickled out of play.
Already, yep.
If you're just joining us, CLERY Football Club leading a 0-0 against Dennery in Dennery. An unfortunate own goal by Newton Marshall. Ball ricocheting off of him viciously and looping over Anton Richard in the Dennery goal to provide CLERY with a 1-goal cushion. But to be fair, CLERY have looked decent in their forays forward. But it's been a pretty even contest, if you ask me.
Yeah, Evan Stevens, Stanislas again, Newton dancing around Shaquille de Gazon. He's finding Emmanuel. A gentle lift there, moving forward. Is the striker for Dennery, but to no avail. Jimmy Prosper there. Just had to watch this ball sail across him. Devon Saint-Pré finding his defender. Building from the back. Josh Harrow. Oh, lovely turn there. Keeping possession is CLERY. Some very good passage of play from CLERY. Yannick Noel. Bujo. Degazon with Noel again. Noel is trying to bring this one across. The whistle of a Napoleon went in the process. It looks to me the defender there for DENNERY, that's Ken Vipolius.
I think it's a foul against going against Andres Remy. Sort of undercutting Ken Vipolius there.
It was a serious high fall. He came from high.
Very aggressive, challenging for the ball, and Polius coming off the worst for wear there.
But he looks okay there. Oh,
and Remy was onto it.
He was robbed in the process there.
Advantage being played by Renly Napoleon, but he calls it back now. Good refereeing. Trying to allow the advantage to go on for DENNERY, but calls it back as soon as he realizes that there was nothing doing there.
Yeah, very much so. And a player is yet to get off the ground. Well, it's looking okay right now. Very tense game. Ken Vipolius going back to Anton Richard. MacGyver Raymond. Stanislas. A miss pass there.
MacGyver Raymond has sort of been in the wars there for tonight.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Time you see him. I think he was just stood on there by Yannick Noel.
Yeah.
Inadvertently, but doesn't make it hurt any less.
Once the studs are placed on you,
you don't feel like a stud, eh? When you get the studs, you don't feel like a stud.
Not at all, not at all. Once the studs are placed on you, you don't feel like a stud, not at all. He's receiving some treatment there from his physio, James. He's walking it off. Oh, what a through ball there. And I think he's whistled offside. Putting this one at the back of the net. It looks to me like a Cooper being whistled offside. Anton Richard whistled this one.
Belting that upfield. Straight to the foot of his attacker there. Sort of demonstrating what we just spoke about in terms of the footballing ability of Richards. I'm sure Devon Saint-Pré in goal for CLERY will say to you that he can perform a similar feat with his feet.
Yes, of course, very true. And the player was brought down there. for CLERY, and just Remy finding his man. Some good feet. Cooper.
Very powerful running down the flank, but runs it out of play. Not enough real estate there.
Jimmy with a burst of fury there.
Another very powerful runner, Jimmy Prosper. And that ball comes in all along the ground and
Oh my God.
makes a meal out of that one.
Yep.
A good opportunity for Dennery to get themselves back in the game, and that left-footed effort
By Javel
went
Fauché.
a begging.
Yeah. Some good inroads was made there by Jimmy, spreading this ball wide with this ball coming across, and Javel is just playing this one wide. Good ball there by Newton, Marshall, Ken V, back to Richard. Richard looking for Stanislas. A good control there by Stanislas, but relieving the possession to Degazon. And it looks to me like CLERY winning a corner. Slight tackle there from the number 17 of DENNERY, Manuel Stanislas.
And we've seen Yuan Degazor take corners with both feet. This time the right foot, and ball well whipped in. And a shot in anger.
Yeah.
Looks like Yannick Noel at the end of that one. He would be disappointed not to get it at least on target. CLERY trying to regain a foothold in this game. They're up a 1-0 through no fault of theirs.
Very much so.
Own goal. Ball ricocheting off of Newton Marshall.
Javel Fauché is trying to bring this one down. A good passage of play there by Shaquille Williams, trying to dance around his man. Well shadowed there by two players. Javel Fauché again looking for his man, but again you see Saint-Prix in no nonsense mood, clutching this one into his grasp. He's finding
Again played the ball straight into the foot of his attacker on the halfway line. And Yannick again making himself a nuisance in the 18-yard box, and this time Anton Richard coming out victorious in that duel, and CLERY wins it back in the attacking third. Ball played in again.
Yannick had this one straight onto his head, and but put it straight into the grasp of Anton Richard, posing no threat.
That miscontrol there.
Yes, very much so. Miscontrol there. It looks to me like it's a throw into DENNERY to be taken by Jimmy Prosper. More players from DENNERY trying to make an inroad there into the
DENNERY's long throws have been quite impressive this evening. A very flat trajectory, and this one a little more looping, but right into the danger area.
a shot on target there by Anthony Joseph. And this is the first half whistle. 3 minutes at a time. First half whistle there, ending on the 47th. I just saw the shot again by Anthony, not posing no threat to Saint-Prix's goal. This is the first half there. CLERY coming up against DENNERY. This is the eliminator, our final game here for tonight, and we witness an own goal from Newton Marshall of DENNERY. Not one that he would have cherished at all. His name being in the books, you know, of an own goal here. I wouldn't say that the DENNERY spectators and players, and either the coaching staff is pleased at this moment being down at home.
Well, it's the nature of football, Chinese, and we've seen a very interesting contest thus far. So it's 1-0 to CLERY at the half in this eliminator. We'll be back with you guys in just a few.
Yeah, we'll be back in about 15 or so minutes for some more action in our final game here tonight.
This is the Semi-Pro Football League. Feel the passion, feel the vibe. Leveraging football to transform life. St. Lucia Semi-Pro Football League. Let's go! One shot to create your greatness. It's your time to make your name. It's more than just a way of life. This is more than just a game. This is one more reason why we unite with each other. So here comes one more season. This is football to unite the world. When we come alive, we just excite the world. Celebrate emotions and ignite the world. Let's make sure everybody knows it's the Semi-Pro League and this is what we love. Let's go! Oh, 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 this is what we love. This is what we love. St. Lucia Semi-Pro Football League. Leveraging football to transform lives.
Get ready because the Semi-Professional Football League playoffs are here. Feel the rush, live the intensity, and catch all the action as 8 district leagues face off for glory. It's happening under the lights of the DENNERY playing field from 6:30 p.m. Saturday, October 19th, first qualifier. In Tier 2, South Castries takes on CLERY. In Tier 1, Castries Central battles Grosley. On Sunday 20th, the Eliminator. In Tier 2, Roseau clashes with Beaufort. In Tier 1, DENNERY squares off against CLERY. The road to championship continues on October 23rd, and it all culminates with the epic finale on October 26th. Tickets are just $20 or grab a weekend pass for $30. Don't miss your chance to witness history at the first ever SPFL Championships.
Yes, he's round the last defender, under his right foot, and it's a goal!
My journey as a player has helped me a lot in many different ways. One, starting off at the age of 15 on the national team to where I am right now at the senior national team level. It has helped me with discipline, organization, timing, because all of these things play a lot of role with your diet and all what has to be done on a regular basis for football preparation, mindset. And these things play a big role in your life also. When you go have a job, or when you're at the start of your normal day, time, punctuality, all of these things come in a big role. So I must say football has helped me out a lot in many different ways.
What sets me apart is that I'm very versatile. When called upon, I can play many positions except for goalie. And coming from the community of Soufrière, we had struggles with getting players to play due to some players still working. So sometimes I'll have to play centre back, midfield, strike, wing. Yeah, so I think basically I'm pretty comfortable.
With the shot, and he scores!
Physically, I dedicate myself to training. Mentally, I pray when I wake up in the morning, and I prepare myself on a daily basis to go to training.
What I'm excited for making the last cut of the national team is, my hard work and determination throughout my training to semi-pro, playing for my club and my district. I put in the effort and the hard work, so I just want to reap the benefits to be on the national team once again, just to represent my country.
Specific areas of my game I'm focused on improving is finishing, decision making, and being able to be calm and confident. Once I work on that, I'll be a better player.
The most challenging part of this journey, it has been work and to come to training every single day. That's the most challenging part about it. To overcome it, it was a mindset. Something I wake up early in the morning, do what I gotta do half of my work and come here and put in my 100% every single day. This is how I overcame this challenge.
And he scores! It's a really big chance!
When I found out that I made it to the national men's senior team trials, I was a bit happy, and the first thing that came to my mind is that I'm going to a higher level of football and that I need to raise my level. Yeah, that was a big goal to me.
This controls and a chance!
And there's a shot to go!
My inspiration is CR7. He's my role model ever since I've been a young boy. The reason he's my role model is because of his work ethic, his professionalism, his desire to get what he wants by working hard. So I try to emulate that the best I can by doing the same, putting in the work to achieve my goals, my objective.
Our final score there, 2-0, but there were other opportunities. Polion going, had a hat-trick last game. What a save by Archibald. I mean, there was just no quit in either side, and there is an opportunity.
Representing my country on a national level means everything to me. It is the greatest honor for me as a player. I've represented my clubs, my community, from a young child, from under 15 to under 17, under 19, and on the national level for the senior team is the highest level you can possibly reach. I aspire to play against the highest level, the best players. That's where you challenge yourself and really get to know what you're about. If you're as good a player as you think you are, I am very excited for it, to join the senior players, just get a feel for the environment, and travel and play for my country.
Great move, he scores!
For my team to succeed, I plan on making every minute on the pitch count towards goal contribution.
It's been a great experience being here on the national team. I came in when I was 19 years old, when Coach came in. I've been working with a lot of the pro fellows from overseas. They've helped me a lot, not just as a player, but as a human. So it's been a great experience.
I will fit into the national team playing style because I always try to listen to what the coach say. I try my best. Even after I got now, I still research about the position where I have to play so I can just suit the coach style and what he wants.
Of course, we're back at the Dennery playing field for second half action. CLERY leading Dennery currently by a 1-0. A very fortuitous goal. An own goal scored by Newton Marshall. I hate to say scored by Newton Marshall because he knew nothing about that really. Ball ricocheting off of his foot outside of his 18-yard box and looping over his goalkeeper, who was on the end of his 6-yard area. And CLERY up a 1-0 in this contest. Elijah Williams and the football Chinese in your company for the second half.
Yes, of course. The LA boys out by a 1-0 here in the Rising Sun. The Lions then, Dennery is trying to make amends. They are here on the near side, trying to keep the ball. Anthony Joseph again, this one going goal bound, but posing no threat whatsoever to Devon Sempre's goal.
I would expect to see Dennery try to come out with a flurry, an attacking flurry, I should say. It appears that Jamie Prosper is in the central striking position now and not aware of any substitutions made at the half.
some good possession of the ball there from Dennery. Oh, this one was in the path of Jimmy Prosper, but just couldn't handle it. MacGyver Raymond goes back to his goalkeeper. Ball is on the far side there, and just trickled into touch there for throw-in for LA. CLERY FC. Luckily going up via an own goal.
Despite the lone goal being an own goal, it's been a pretty good contest between Dennery and CLERY. Some end-to-end action, of course. We just saw moving central main there, lashing that ball onto the C end.
When the wind is being blown from, kicking against the wind. He never, felt comfortable over this ball. His head was not over the ball, neither his body, and he's just lashed out to it. Again, Dennery will commence from their defensive third.
I think CLERY will feel that if they can get a second goal, that they would have done enough. And there you see moving central main again being appeared to be bundled over, but no call by the man in the middle, Renly Napoleon. Zane Pierre throwing his arms up in frustration on the sideline.
Yeah. Well, it's no nonsense in the defensive third of Dennery. There you see Anthony Joseph is bundled off this one. Possession was regained there by CLERY. St. Romain trying to dance around this man again. Dennery recuperating. Marshall spreads this one wide. Marshall is finding Gavin Reggie. Then we relinquishing the ball to
and just Remy now on there.
CLERY. The ball is issued into touch there.
No nonsense tackle there by Kenvy Polius.
And just seeing his man. He was robbed in the process, and you could see in the picture there Zin Pierre asking the question with his arms waved up.
I don't know if you could recall the collision between Kenvy Polius and Andres Remy in the first half. He took a pretty heavy fall close to his goal line, and maybe we should keep an eye on that contest between those two.
It was a high fall.
That was a tackle with intent, if you want to say, from Kenvy Polius. It was a clean tackle, by the way.
Yeah.
But a no-nonsense tackle.
Kenvy is no nonsense in defense also, so. A collision there between the number 26 of Dennery. That's Javel Fouché. Again, Fouché is bundled off this one. Remy.
What a strike there.
He lashed at this one there with pure venom.
On his left peg. Just left of the upright of Anton Richard there in the Dennery goal. Onana, as he's known in these spots. National goalkeeper.
Well, presently it's because CLERY has found the back of the net. It's not nah. It's yeah. 1-0 in favor of LA. Kenvy is trying to get onto the end of this one, trying to bring it down to the turf. A good ball there from Anthony, trying to find his man there on the far side. He's well shadowed, and this ball is ushered into touch. Gavin Reggie doing some very good work on the far side there, but it looks to me the boys of LA putting up a resistance. Josh Harrow is not no nonsense when it comes to defending.
We do apologize if you heard any foul language coming through our microphones there. Of course, football is a very heated sport, as we see a little scuffle going on between players.
In talking about a heated sport, something is heated there in the 6-yard region, and the referee has stepped aside and of course observing every move. So when he's gonna be issuing cards, so it won't be any problem for him. And he's having a word there with one of the players from CLERY.
In the end, it was much ado about nothing.
Well, I think it's over with.
Look like they just got together and sang Kumbaya there.
Yeah, he was having a word with Darren Richard there. Darren Joseph, that is, but it's over with.
That ball coming across to Shaquille William on the far post, but not being able to make any use of that, not being able to get the header on target or back across the face of the goal. So the 110 pre will settle for a goal kick.
He goes to the left side of the defensive third, and again CLERY is trying to make inroads there through the channels, but relinquishing the pass there to Dennery, but resulting in a throw for LA. The ball is well controlled. A burst of fury there through the channel, and again the ball is issued into touch there for a goal kick to the boys of the Rising Sun. Well, I think it's a corner. Momentarily I thought it was a goal kick, but it looks like it's a corner. All the players ushering themselves into the 6-yard region. LA is looking to go 2 up. Buju De Gazon playing this one flat to his man, and this one is List way over the transversal, posing no threat whatsoever to Anton Richards' goal.
The way Andres Remy just clapped there, almost appeared that was meant to be a cross.
A mispass there from the defensive third over.
Moving central man, getting that ball in there. It looks like Yannick Noel, is it?
It's Andres Remy.
Andres Remy.
Yeah, it's Andres Remy finding the back of the net. Those dancing feet are Andres's.
That's
yeah. Yeah. It
Andres Remy indeed.
Yeah.
What a wonderful pass there by moving central main to set up that second goal. This time there's no doubt about it. The first goal, we were not sure what transpired. Ended up being an own goal, but good combination by forward players of this CLERY team there. And just Remy now getting on the score sheet in the 57th minute of play, I believe.
56 minute. And Dennery is back with square one there from Patrick Ephraim. Looking to find his man in the middle of the park. And he's brought down.
56 minute. So I think Dennery find themselves in a very precarious position.
Yeah, this game is shaping out to turn out just like the first one here that was played in Tier 2.
Well, the last time Dennery conceded 2 goals in a game, that was against Central Castries, and they got an L in the column. Dennery is not a team known to score a lot of goals.
Yeah, very much so. And you just witnessed a header there from Javel Fauché going goal bound, but posing no threat to Devon Sempre. Sempre goes wide to his man. That's Lionel.
An infringement there. Looks like Jamie Prosper, I believe, whistled for that foul. Well, it's all to play for Dennery and Dennery. One would have thought coming into this contest that Dennery would be buoyed by their home support. But it's CLERY now who is in the ascendancy, leading by 2-0, and another ball lofted in there. And just Remy again looking interested, but this time it's taken by Anton Richard. Punted all the way out for a goal kick for CLERY. And Devon Sempre, with all of his national team experience, is now saying to the troops, to calm down. We're in control of this contest. Let's possess the ball and knock it around and allow them to come out. And that, I believe, might also be the instructions of Coach Zane Pierre. But we expect to see some sort of response from Dennery. I don't expect them to go down without a fight.
Again, you could hear the calling of Devon Sempre. And the defensive line obeying. Buju finding St. Romain back to the defense. Ball scoop there from Lionel. St. Romain again, trying to dance into the midfield region, squaring this one far and wide to Noel. LA still in control of the ball. Trying to play through the channels and well again recuperated from Dennery. Finding Javel Fauché. Fauché again. Again a missed pass. And giving up the chase, but Jimmy is still there. Sempre still in control of this ball in the defensive third is CLERY, but a player was bundled down there. Gavin Reggie was tangled with one of the CLERY defenders there, and I think he's looking very discomforted there for a moment.
Well, there was a flailing arm by the Dennery player. Not too sure, I believe Renly Napoleon calling a foul against the CLERY player, but he ended up on the wrong end of that, getting a blow to the face, I believe.
He's going to receive some attention there from the physio.
A little bit of gamesmanship by the CLERY physio there, waltzing across the pitch, no showing no urgency at all, eating up some time.
Well, you're supposed to know what's going through the minds of the CLERY players right now. Even if that win the 61st minute, no question about it. More goals could be scored in continuation. So CLERY don't have to pull up pull off their feet off the gas. I feel that they have to learn to clutch in also and select the gears while pressing their clutch. Dennery is at home. We've seen 2 goals made a huge difference, and then afterwards it was wiped off. So anything can happen here in this wonderful game that we play. In Brazil, they call it Jogo Bonito.
Well, whilst all of that was going on, Gavin Reggie just picked up a yellow card. I suspect it would have probably be something that he said to Renly Napoleon. But Dennery now over this spot kick.
It's Anthony Joseph on the far end on this one. Looking for the heads to go up there. We have Javel Fauché there. Also, we have Newton Marshall. You see his hands up there moving forward. Gavin Reggie in the mix also. Jamie Prosper on the back end.
Well, everybody's lined
is there.
up
Everybody's
on the 18-yard line. Should make it very easy for the official to... Oh, what a save!
It looks to me like the head of the number 15 for Dennery was met.
It was.
And then a spectacular save there from St. Prix.
Excellent reflexes there by Devon Zenbri in goal. He would have had very little time to react. A diving,
Header there
stooping header
from Shaquille.
From Shaquille William.
Yep.
But St. Prix in goal was equal to the task.
Very much
pulling
equal
out
to the task.
A spectacular save there. And not just being able to effect a save, but parrying it away from his goal. Very, very important as well. Not giving Dennery an opportunity to tap a rebound in.
And this occurred to his near pole. It's let me tell you, when you see a keeper go down very late like that, with a bullet of a header on his way, and he's effecting a save, it has to be spectacular. Trust me. And those who saw it in real time saw a spectacular save.
It was indeed a very spectacular save from St. Prix. Pedigree has been on show. The 2 national goalkeepers, one of them is not having such a good time at it, particularly being in front of his home crowd on his home patch, and that being Anton Richard. But Devon Zenbri looks like a man possessed, as I indicated. Towards the back end of the season, he was unseated by Ray DeMille in goal, and we see a shot there.
It looks to me like Newton blazing this one over the transversal.
Going over the bars, and a little bit of disarray for CLERY at the back.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit of complacency setting in with a 2-goal cushion.
Some good ball was played there with Jamie Prosper, Shaquille Williams, but Newton was just blazing this one over the transversal. CLERY will commence from the final third, trying to blaze through the channels there, but ball going into touch, through into Dennery. Again, the number 21 for Dennery, Anthony Joseph, trying to find his man. Jimmy Prosper almost bundled off this one. A clearance there from the defensive third, Lionel, for CLERY. Shaquille Digazon taking possession, not for very long. It looks to me like everything is happening here in the final period of this game. We just witnessed Kenvi Polius trying to break away from the defensive third, and he was stopped in the tracks. But at the end, it's a CLERY player getting hurt. But I think he looks okay.
Centrum in there, he's back up.
Yeah, it's all in the game.
We have another CLERY player down on the far end of the pitch.
Well, he's out of the sight of the camera for the moment. You see, some instructions are being given there to Donil Lionel from his coach. And already seeing Anthony Joseph positioning himself behind this ball. We're here in the 67th minute of the second half of the eliminator, that of the St. Lucia Semi-Professional Football League between CLERY and DENNERY. CLERY decked in the yellow, orange and black. DENNERY in the red and white. 2 goals been scored so far in the game. An own goal from the number 14 of DENNERY, Newton Marshall.
Drop ball there.
T. Pry.
To DENNERY. So DENNERY is trying to get back into this contest, and a little bit of a clumsy foul there, but it's going to looks like it's going to draw caution from Renly Napoleon. Is it? Is that his yellow card being brandished there? Is that what I see? No, I don't believe so.
It was Gavin Reggie on the ends there. I think was it Yannick Noel on the end there? Yannick Noel and Gavin Reggie colliding into each other on the far side.
Of course, over the course of the evening, the crowd has built up here. They have sort of clustered towards the CLERY goal. The vast majority of those fans, of course, DENNERY fans. You'd have heard the uproar when Gavin Reggie was cluttered over.
Yeah. It was by Josh Harrow. Josh Harrow was the culprit.
Oh, clattered over, I should say.
Substitution there. We witnessed the number 3 for DENNERY coming in.
Anthony Joseph has just left the contest, being replaced by Maurice Etienne.
A substitution there. Again for CLERY. Malik Saint-Prix for Josh Harrow. Number 80, Malik Saint-Prix. And number 8, Josh Harrow. Malik coming in, Josh Harrow going out. It's 2-0 in favor of LA boys. Devon Saint-Prix with ball in hand. Place it on the 6-yard region. Ball has been played from defense.
Just about 20 minutes to go in the contest. CLERY would feel quite confident and comfortable right now. Outside of that diving header from Shaquille William, forcing a save out of Devon Saint-Prix. I don't think they've threatened the CLERY goal too much. Lots of shots in anger, but nothing really on target.
Nothing really on target there. As you see, the DENNERY player is trying to dance around Shaquille de Gaza, but to no avail. Throw in there to DENNERY. DENNERY trying to keep the ball here with Gavin Reggie. Ball is sailed straight into the hands of the keeper from Shaquille William. Lionel looking for De Gazon and finding him. Keeping the ball there is CLERY. Again, ball is into touch for through for DENNERY. Jamie Prosper with those long throws straight into the box. More players from DENNERY coming in. The head of Trevon Saint-Pré ushers this one out.
Jamie Prosper's throws are tantamount to a corner kick, a very flat trajectory, a very
good technique.
Whipped in sort of ball there.
Yeah.
Contrary to what we saw yesterday with some of the long throws being lofted in.
Yeah. Very, very true indeed. Because you spoke of it, and I think Andres Remy is going to tuck this one home.
Pounces again. And I did say at halftime that if CLERY scores a second goal, it might end up getting really messy, because DENNERY needing to get back into the contest. DENNERY is conceded as many goals in this contest as they've conceded for the entirety of the group phase in Tier 1.
Yeah, 3-0. CLERY just moving one more notch again. And it looks to me like it's curtains here for DENNERY tonight. A lovely ball played there. I saw that the keeper was off his line, and the dangerous run there from Andres. It looked to me like it was Josh Harrow who made this pass. A wonderful ball that is, and receiving it on the chest and pouncing on it. A second one here for T. Pry.
And as we said, no stranger to finding the back of the net.
Very true.
More often from wide areas. Another player much in the mold of a Baggio Edward, a wide forward, more of a winger.
And doubling his tally there, his total on the table has gone up by 2.
He's now on 6 goals. That would put him third in the goal scoring charts, and just past Shaquille De Gazor. He would also be tied on goals with Baggio Edward, who netted in his contest yesterday on 6 goals. But Andres would have played with fewer games than the rest. I believe this is probably his third or fourth competitive fixture.
I'm supposing. Because when the semi-professional football league started, Andres was out of the island. He was abroad.
He did come in, but he was awaiting clearance for a little while. Of course, Andres plays in Antigua in the Pro League there. So was awaiting clearance. As we speak, we see some of the young players for CLERY vigorously warming up.
Alex DeVoe there in the mix.
Correct. Alex DeVoe, the reigning youth footballer of the year.
And the other young chap there is Callum Marius. the number 44.
Of course, CLERY also boasts the likes of Imani Butcher in the fold as well. Imani Butcher, the youngest ever debutant for the senior men's national team. Kanye Sandiford, another young senior national player. And, right on cue, Imani Butcher is being introduced into this contest to replace Yannick Noel.
But talking about Kanyas is suffering from some injuries at this present time, and he's unable to play the wonderful game.
It looks like CLERY has a good blend of youth and experience.
And of course, with
Yannick Noel, only 21 years old. Imani Butcher, 17. The likes of Alex DeVoe, 16. Kanye Sandiford, 20 years old.
Very young players there.
Young players.
Yeah. Ball is
Moving
spread.
St. Romain on the ball right now, 19 years old.
A very young chap. Using the outside of his boot again.
It looks like another opportunity there for CLERY. That one scooped by Anton Richard in the goal. Looks a dejected figure. Looks almost looks like he's only playing for pride now. Almost appears that he's resigned to the fate of DENNERY.
Well, it looks to me like it's done and dusted already for DENNERY. The whistle of the man in the middle went, spotting an infringement there. It's very difficult to come back from 3 goals, being down by 3-0. It's no joke, especially on your home turf.
And in all of this, Maurice Etienne received a yellow card for DENNERY.
Three in there for DENNERY from Patrick Ephraim. Newton trying to bring this one across. A clearance there from Donnie Lionel. Well contested in the end.
Take no prisoners sort of clearance right there. When you're up 3-0, you don't want to see the ball anywhere near your penalty area. As we see as a Daniel Imani Butcher.
There is some pulling and some tugging there between Degazo.
A little nick on Imani Butcher, I believe. And just Remy looks like he has taken a knock there for his troubles, but I don't think he will mind. He has a week to, not a week. He would have to be fit again for Wednesday because this is the eliminator.
Yeah, very true. Andres Remy is making his way out for Colum Marius, number 44. St. Romain finding his man.
I believe I also see Alex DeVoe on the pitch.
Yeah.
We're in the number 23.
Yeah, Alex DeVoe is on the pitch. Or have the...
And
had it
15
wrong there.
national player.
A slight tackle there from defensive field of CLERY. That is Simpri. Trevon putting a halt to the burst of fury of Gavin on the channels there for DENNERY.
Malik Senpri appears to have done himself no favors in that interception. Seems to be hobbling just a little bit there. Again, another flailing arm there.
Is the spot kick there for Dennery?
It's about 22 yards out there.
Jimmy Prosper is over this one. Also Kenvi Polius. Dennery's trying to register themselves on the shit. Their consolation goal, maybe. We win the 83rd.
Well, there's still 7 minutes to play and no additional time. It's football. Who knows what will happen? But as you indicated, the probability of Dennery making a comeback is slim next to none. We've not seen Dennery concede 3 goals in any match they've played in the Semi-Pro Football League for this season. As a matter of fact, they conceded 3 goals in the entirety of the group phase.
Very, very true indeed. And we just saw Jimmy Prosper blazing this one wide of Sempri's goal. Ball going to touch there for Furin.
Of course, Malik Sempri also a former national player as well. I shouldn't say former, he still has opportunity to get back into the fold. But we've not seen him feature for St. Lucia for some time now.
Well, to be exact, they are of three brothers. Malik, Devon and Trevon.
Nifty footwork there again by moving Central Main. Definitely has left his mark on this game. Been in the walls himself. A young lad, very promising young player.
Ball on target there. This is a goal. It looks to me like Mervyn
right
Centromain.
on cue, Mervyn Centromain. And where I thought we would probably have a pretty simple task of selecting a man of the match with Andres Remy getting on the score sheet on 2 occasions. Mervyn Centromain with his weaker left foot blasting one past Anton Richard, who will be disappointed that he lets this one in on his near post. But Mervyn Centromain now, after that telling pass to Andres Remy, now puts one in of his own.
Yeah, an assist there from Alex Deveau. As you could see, ball coming in again. Alex, a nice touch to St. Roman, and he's just blasting this one to the near corner. All done and dusted here for Dennery. 4-0.
Dennery will be extremely disappointed. We're already beginning to see some of their fans trickling out of the venue.
Yeah, the stands are looking empty. The fans of Dennery has gone home. And to be exact, the CLERY coach is a Dennerian.
Of course, they will be quick to point out that tomorrow is a working day, so want to get a jump on things.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure
Very
if
much
Dennery
so.
was the one up 4 goals to 0, they would be going nowhere.
It would be vice versa. Kenvi Polius looks to be the one behind this ball there, sailed in. The acrobatic kick there from the Dennery player. It was whistled in the process. That's Patrick Ephraim. Who would have thought Dennery would have gone down here tonight by 4-0. An amount of 9 goals was scored last night. So far, tonight is 6 from both of the games. Goals galore. 15-2. That's a lot of goals.
Well, that's what the Semi-Pro Football League serves up.
Yeah. MacGyver Raymond sees his keeper, Anton Richard. He put the laces on this one. And CLERY is trying to go through the corridor there on the far side, using the spots and the zones on the infield. A player was brought down there.
Although Dennery would, not Dennery, CLERY would have started off this campaign a little rocky. The very first match going down to Grosley, 1-0 at the Mindu Phillip Park, a Badger Edward strike. They sort of came into their own to the back end of the competition, began scoring a lot more goals, and they actually ended up being the top goal scorers within the group phase on 23. One better than Grosley's 22. So maybe this should not have come as a surprise, as CLERY had been on the ascendancy, finishing up the campaign, and not just in terms of victories, but also in terms of getting on the score sheet.
Yeah, very much so. Their goal tally suits their game, the style that they play. They score hefty of them. I remember the very first game that Andres Remy played, he scored a hat-trick.
Correct.
A picture of Alex Deveau.
Two of these goals were stunning goals as well.
Yeah, very true indeed.
I was down at the Sufra Mini Stadium.
To be exact, Sulphur City. Ball is played from the defensive field over Dennery. Heads go up again. Ball is aerially played most of the time.
The assistant referee indicating that there's 3 minutes of extra time in the second half.
Gavin Reggie just misplacing this pass to Alex Deveau, and Alex almost giving it away. Well recuperated again. Marius finding Deveau. Deveau is looking to square this one forward there.
Of course, we charged with selecting the man of the match or player of the match. I'm sort of leaning towards young Mervyn Centromain in terms of his influence, a goal and an assist. That was a breathtaking pass that he set Andres Remy up for his first goal, and then scored a blistering goal himself. He's still in the contest. He's been in the wars, demonstrated some good play. What are your thoughts on that, Johnny?
Well, it's to begin with, your idea is a very good one. Also, I would vie for Andres Remy. He was very good on the surface area and netting 2. Andres, although that he's been subbed, but to me, scoring 2 goals there, helping your team, is a very good way of putting a question mark on this game here tonight. I would vote for him for the man of the match.
And it looks like we have another bit of a scuffle there.
Yeah, a scuffle there. Even the keeper got involved and leaving his goal area. Dennery is not satisfied at all. Kenvi Pulius there on the far side. Then we're looking for consolation. Corner kick. The heads go up. Acrobatic again from Jimmy Prosper. And I think this time...
looks like young Imani Butcher.
But I think he's back to his feet there. No damage done.
Of course, Imani Butcher started off this campaign in the midfield for CLERY. Suffered a knee injury along the way. Missed quite a few games. Good to see him back in the fold.
He's back and looking very healthy indeed.
Very promising young player there.
I just witnessed the a man in the middle is looking at his timepiece. And he's just blowing the final whistle there.
And there you have it, folks. It's 4-0. CLERY in the end with a thumping, emphatic victory over Dennery in Dennery. And of course, there's quiet over the Dennery playing field.
And of course, we'll be back here on Wednesday for more action. That's of the Semi-Professional Football League, Wednesday the 23rd. Some more action of the Semi-Pro.
And we now know which teams will be involved. We will get Ancillary coming up against Vayforce South.
Yes, very true.
In the second qualifier in Tier 2.
Very
and now
true.
we get CLERY. They will be coming up against Grosile.
Yeah. Grosile having the second bite of the
second
cherry.
qualifier in Tier 1.
Yeah.
Well, I like to say a second chance at the last dance.
Yeah. And awaiting is Central Castries. Yeah, in the Premier League.
The two Castries teams, Central Castries
and South
Castries.
Yes. South Castries
in Tier 2 and
yeah.
Tier 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Castries sitting quite comfortably. Castries sitting quite comfortably in the finalist chair, awaiting either or on Wednesday.
Well, it's been a fantastic contest here. Of course, two exciting matchups once again as the playoffs of the Semi-Pro Football League is well underway. We've seen the eliminator. Unfortunately, tonight, Roseau and Dennery, they go home. And this is almost where we go home.
Yeah.
It was a pleasure sitting in with you once again, the football Chinese.
Yeah, it's always a pleasure in sitting with you. You know, talking about the wonderful game, like the Brazilians say, Jogo Bonito.
Jogo Bonito.
We say good night here from the east, the rising sun, the Lions Den in Dennery. And we'll be back here for some more action, that of the Semi-Pro Professional Football League for 2024 on Wednesday, the 23rd.
Well, let me just ask the viewers via the stream to stay tuned for the post-match interview where we speak with the player of the match and the two coaches. But for the rest of you, have to get to bed early because it's work tomorrow or school. We bid you good night.
We say good night here from Dennery.
I will fit into the national team playing style because I always try to listen to what the coach say. I try my best, even after I got now, I still restrict about the position where I have to play so I can just suit the coach style and what he wants from us.
Semi-Pro Football League. Feel the passion, feel the vibe. Leveraging football to transform life. St. Lucia Semi-Pro Football League. Let's go! One shot to create your greatness. It's your time to make your name. It's more than just a way of life. This is more than just a game. This is one more reason why we unite with each other. So here comes one more season. This is football to unite the world. When we come alive, we just excite the world. Celebrate emotions and ignite the world. Let's make sure everybody knows it's the Semi-Pro League and this is what we love. Let's go. Oh, 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 this is what we love. Oh, 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 this is what we love. Let's play. Oh, 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 this is what we love. This is a beautiful game and this is what we love. St. Lucia Semi-Pro Football League. Leveraging football to transform lives.
Get ready because the Semi-Professional Football League playoffs are here. Feel the rush, live the intensity, and catch all the action as 8 district leagues face off for glory. It's happening under the lights of the DENNERY playing field from 6:30 p.m. Saturday, October 19th, first qualifier. In Tier 2, South Castries takes on CLERY. In Tier 1, Castries Central battles Grosley. On Sunday 20th, the Eliminator. In Tier 2, Roseau clashes with Beaufort. In Tier 1, DENNERY squares off against CLERY. The road to championship continues on October 23rd, and it all culminates.
And of course, we're back here with you guys. It's the post-match interview. We're here with our man of the match, Mr. Mervyn Centromain, for the CLERY team. Victorious tonight over DENNERY in DENNERY, 4-0. And with us, we have one of the directors of the Semi-Pro Football League, Mr. Kendall Emmanuel, to present a Semi-Pro shirt and a $200 cash prize to Mr. Centromain. Thank you, thank you. Of course, Mervyn, a catalyst in your team's victory there. A fantastic assist for Andres Remy to set him up for his first goal, and you getting on the score sheet yourself with a blistering left-footed strike going past Anton Richards in the goal. How do you feel about that victory?
Well, I feel good about the victory. People said we were not going to come out and win. Well, we showed them wrong and we came out to win.
CLERY has been scoring quite a few goals towards the back end of the season. You guys didn't start off on the best foot, but you ended up the leading scorers in the competition. What sort of changed during the course of the season to get you guys on that path?
Well, we started, we wasn't shooting too much in the start of the season, so we worked on the training pitch in shooting drills a lot, and we showed our craft there.
Mervyn, you've scored quite a few goals at all levels that you've played, at the youth level, senior level, in Castries League, etc. I believe you are only 19 years old still, 18 years old. How do you see yourself moving forward with this CLERY team?
Well, I think we could go on to win the tournament with the type of team we have, and I think we will do so.
All right, congratulations, Mervyn. Thank you very much. Thank you. We are waiting the losing coach. The losing coach, Mr. Saju Singh, should be joining us pretty soon. Of course, we know it's a very highly emotionally charged environment here. It's the dreaded eliminator. So let's take in the winning coach, Mr. Zane Pierre. Zane, congratulations. Your CLERY team seems to be running rampant over the opposition over the last few games. How have you been able to steer them in that direction?
Well, as everybody know, we had a slow start, but I was confident in my team. I know what my boys are capable of, and as of late, we have shown our class, our quality, and right now that's just an example of what we're capable of.
Andres Remy is back in the fold. His first match back, a hat-trick in Sulphur City. He's netted twice again tonight. Has Andres brought anything new, a new dimension to your attack?
When I took charge of CLERY, Andres Remy was my first signing. So basically, I kind of built my team around him. And when he missed the first 2 months of the semi-pro, it was a big loss for the team. But we had to do what we had to do. And now he's back in the team, and it's a big boost for us, as you can see.
You also have a core of very young players to mix along with your experienced players. Lots of former national players on your team, but the likes of Mervyn St. Romain, only 18 years old, Alex DeVoe, 16 years old, Imani Butcher, also another young player. Does that form part of your thinking in terms of, evolving this CLERY outfit going forward?
When you're a coach, you have to think about continuity. You understand? And we think for the future, not just now. We have the likes of Ray, who is one of our older players, and we have the likes of Alex Duvo, who's one of our youngest. You understand? So we're thinking about the future and not just for now, because this football is not just for now. So I try my best to give our young players the opportunity to showcase their talent. And like me, I started at a young age, so I don't believe that there's an age to play football. If you're good enough, then you play.
All right, so you guys have made it through to Wednesday's game. You guys are going to come up against Grosile. Grosile also scored quite a few goals in this competition. I think you guys went one better than them in the group phase. Of course, you all netted 4 times tonight. How do you feel going into that second qualifier against Grosile?
I'm always confident going into a game. I treat every team with respect, but I'm always more confident in my team because I know what my team is capable of. So on Wednesday, we will bring out the fire.
All right, congratulations, coach. All the best. Of course, a very breezy Dennery area here, as you see our branding there. Okay, I'm joined by Anton, Richard Anton. Disappointing showing for you guys in front of your home crowd.
Yeah, it wasn't the result we expected. It wasn't the result we actually wanted, but we move on. We look forward to the next tournament.
That very first goal was sort of a freaky goal. That ball just hit your defender. He knew nothing about it and lofted over you in the goal. Did that sort of change the dynamics of the game for you guys after conceding that goal?
Yeah, I feel after conceding the first goal, I mean, it somewhat brought our confidence down, although we understood. I mean, there's no such thing as lucky goals. Like, all goals are goals, but just the dynamics of the goal, it gave us a little confidence to actually go and push. But at the same time, we felt disappointed. We felt a little upset. Kind of changed our dynamics as a team as well. But we still tried to push, and we still tried to see what we can get out of the game.
Your guys missed a couple of key players in the likes of Riedel Stanislas, the likes of Josh Hunt. How do you think that impacted your team and your performance today?
I feel missing them, we can say that their roles in the team has been missed. Their presence in the team has been missed as well. But I still believe we have players here in Dennery, players on the team who can actually play the role and perform at the highest level. I just feel like today we just didn't show out.
All right, Anton, of course, commiserations to you and your team, and all the best going forward. And that's where you have it, folks. The rain is chasing us away down at the Dennery playing field. But it is what it is. It's football. Football happens in the rain. And it's 4-0. CLERY winning over Dennery in Dennery. Of course, the dreaded eliminator round is over. and we come back here on Wednesday night. We come back for the second qualifiers in Tier 2. We are going to see an ancillary outfit who lost to South Castries in the first qualifier. They're going to come up against V4 South, who won over Roseau tonight 2-0. And of course Grosile, who very disappointed they would have gone out on the penalties against Central Castries in their qualifier. They lay in wait for tonight's winner, CLERY, in the second encounter on Wednesday. So from the Dennery playing field, Elijah Williams saying good night.